let's go ahead and get started today. My name is Sharon Barnes, your platform outbound product manager and today's host. We have an incredible session lined up, and I can't wait for us to dive in. But before we get started, let me just go through a couple quick logistics. These presentations are crafted with you in mind, and our goal is to inspire you with those fresh ideas and practical use cases that are going to elevate your understanding of our platform tools. So feel free as we are going through to fire away with your questions during the presentation. Just remember, please post those into the QA session so that we can have our amazing panelists address them. Plus, don't worry if you miss something, the session is being recorded and will be available on our community forum at the Platform Academy forum. So also, we do want to make sure that your voices are heard, and after the event, there will be a quick survey, and that helps us improve our content for everyone. So please take the time to fill that out. Now, of course, just a quick reminder to practice Safe Harbor. We might explore some exciting new features, so let's keep everything compliant with those best practices. Now, let's get to the good stuff. I am thrilled to introduce our fantastic speakers, Dexter and Samyukta, and they are going to be talking to us about what's new in Zurich for agent experiences. So without further ado, let's give a warm welcome to our speakers. Take it away.
Hey everybody, I'm Dexter. I'm an outbound PM here on the platform team where I cover a few products designed to help with the agent experience. So when we say agent, we are referring to those who log into ServiceNow and they do everything from reviews, approvals, escalations, kind of that whole gamut. So the ones that are fulfilling within the native view instead of requesters that typically reside on the portal side. For fun, I live in DC with my wife and dog, an Australian Shepherd, so we stay pretty busy with that. If there are any dog owners, feel free to drop in the chat what breed you guys have. I'd be curious to hear. But yeah, let me pass it over to Samyukta.
Sorry for that. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to those joined from different time zones around the world. I may sound familiar if you have attended my previous sessions in the Conversational Interfaces Academy and AI Academy. I lead product platform agentic workflows and AI agents, and today I'll be discussing what's being released out of the box in Zurich. Thank you, Sharon. So today's agenda. So we have done our intros and then we'll be getting into agentic workflows. I'm going to talk about two new agentic workflows that's been released for Zurich. I'll be doing a demo too. And then Dexter is going to cover agentic experience for Now Assist Panel, Sidebar, Workspaces. And I'll be covering some of the AI features that can be used within the workspaces by the fulfillers and agents. And then at the end, we have a Q&A. If you have any questions while we are presenting, feel free to post your questions. Our panelists will try to answer. I made my slides on demo that it can help all levels. So don't worry if you're a beginner, you will still understand about our agentic workflows and the capabilities. And for more information, our product documentations are there with all the details for you to explore. So with that said, agentic workflow, process image for new tasks. So this enables requesters and agents upload an image like via virtual agent, enablee, and create a task. So it also follow up with the subsequent steps, including triage, planning, resources, and closure, ensuring everything just happens automatic, just with a click of an image, all the way creating an incident. If you look at the pictures that I have in my slide, here I have used Now Assist Virtual Agent where I just posted a picture. It's in a broken office chair and I have not provided any information, just in a picture. And our AI agents understood and analyzed the picture, and it does create an incident mentioning the main issue in the picture, that is the chair is broken. And they created an incident with a short description with the details, and also it sets the priority for the agents and fulfillers to work on it. Before moving ahead into the demo, I get a common question from customers. These are the platform out-of-the-box agent workflows. How do we ensure the use cases that we can find or try to use in a realistic scenarios? So these are some examples. Let's say in the workplace service, So there's an audit issue going on and there is a fire extinguisher missing or some other compliances. Just take a picture and they can submit any incident. Likewise, any incident reporting about the cleanliness, some coffee fell on the floor, it's not good, slip and fall accidents. To avoid it, just raise a ticket and equipment reports are repaired and support. And then in an IT world, let's say an employee through the IT portal, they can submit images and get the help from the support team. The pictures can be 404 login issues or the other sort of errors that they're seeing on the screens, or maybe they're unable to log in or has some other issues with their critical system errors. And also like reporting any hardware issues or any licenses that they need or a broken laptop or any other repairs. They can take an image, picture, and just use the image to create an incident and get the help from support team. And now in the world of service, field service technician, let's say a technician who spends good amount of time going to respective place, for example, traffic light repair. He has to provide lot much information to create an incident. Now, it can become easy just by taking in a picture, and the picture will, or AI agents will identify the issues and understand the picture. Based on that, it will try to create an incident. Let's say if the picture doesn't capture the required information, our AI agents also ask the agents to provide further information and ask few more questions to get more details and then go ahead and create an incident. If the pictures has any text in it, or AI agents are capable to read the picture text in the picture and create an incident too. If the resolution is good, yes, it does capture the text. If the resolution is not good, it will alert or ask for more details. And then finally, in the world of customer service, let's say a user wants to report about the broken item that she received, and she just take a picture and send create an incident and get the help that she needs. Likewise, for refund or quality control, any kind of issues that they can take a picture and get the help. With that said, let's look into the details of our agentic workflow, like what you need to have this agentic workflow activated in your instance. First thing, you have to upgrade all your plugins with the Now Assist for ITSM. You don't need specifically to activate Now Assist for platform because it is added along with the Now Assist view products like Now Assist for ITSM, Now Assist for CSM, or Now Assist for HR, any of those apps. But you can definitely go and check once the plugins are upgraded. Just check what version it is and look for Now Assist for platform just to verify it is in Zurich release. And then any user who is trying to post these images to create an incident, they definitely need to have the role platform AI image processor. And also, let's see if we look at the picture here, so this is an AI agent orchestrator. This is what happening on behind the screens for the agentic workflow. So what this does is our AI agents, we are using 3 AI agents, image processor agent. So this agent will ask the user to upload an image. The minute they have uploaded the image, it creates a unique ID for it and create it as a link within the system. And then it triggers the next AI agent, document and visual insights AI agent. And this AI agent is the one which understands that image and try to bring all the information that it captured and found from that image and send the information as a summary to the user. And once the user agrees to go ahead and create an incident, our third AI agent, record manage AI agent, will go ahead and create the incident. And it will also ask the user if they want to attach the image to that incident. They can also, and it will go ahead and update the incident, attaching the image to it. Now, if you want to use our AI agents from Now Assist Virtual Agent, you do have to activate virtual agent trigger display for all these 3 AI agents. I'll be showing that, I'll show in the demo how these AI agents work together to bring the information from an image from the Now Assist virtual agent. Let's say you want your fulfillers or agents or the users within the system wants to use it through Now Assist panel, we have also enabled for Now Assist panel, but for this users, they need to activate NAP trigger display for agentic workflow level, not for the AI agents. It can be done for the agentic workflow level. And then some of the sample utterances, anything that you're trying to invoke or agentic workflows, your prompt must have some of the keywords. It doesn't require to be the exact one. For example, create image to task or image to incident. Hey, upload this image and try to create some meaningful way that it can understand, or that our AI agents understand and get invoked on the background. And for this workflow, you definitely need the Professional and Enterprise Plus license. And this is supported from YP6, that is Yokohama patch 6.2, Zurich patch 1. And before getting into the actual demo, I would like to take a minute to talk about this picture that I'm going to use here. So yeah, I'm using in a dramatic picture where the laptop being caught up with the fire. But if you observe on the desk, there are like so many other items. So there is a cardless phone and there is multiple pens. There is some document where the text is not clear. So I want to show you how our AI agents is going to bring the information by using this one picture without additional information. Let's say I'm an employee and my laptop got on fire. So I got into the employee center portal, and here is the Now Assist virtual agent that I have opened. And I'm typing the prompt, create an incident from an image. That's my prompt to let the system know that I'm trying to invoke the agentic workflow. So I'm expanding Now Assist virtual agent just for the better view. So as you see here, there's an AI agent started triggering, and the first AI agent is processing and asked for the picture. So I uploaded the picture and it created an attachment for that picture. Now our second AI agent started understanding that picture and provided the details. If you observe here, it has given it's a dramatic scene featuring a laptop engulfed in large, bright orange flames. The fire is intense and it also indicating a severe malfunction and accident. A part of that, it also identifies there are several items in the picture. For example, cardless landline phone and multiple pens. And it also realize that there is some text, like some document available, but the text is not clear. So such a details that our AI agents capture from those pictures. And based on that information, now our AI agent is suggesting, hey, this is the potential to create an incident. Here is a report, and this is how the description is going to look like. And if you see in the description, it does pick the important information from it, that it is the severity of the fire, the risk to the equipment and personnel, and the potential loss of important information, and then asking to create an incident for the laptop. So, and then it's ready to create a new incident. And user once said yes. It creates an incident number, and then it will ask the user if they want to attach an image as a reference to this incident. So by clicking S, it will go ahead and create the incident. Now on the fulfiller and the agent side, let's say the agent is in the workspace here in service operations workspace. So agent goes to incidents, clicks on open and search for this incident, and it is available. And as you see here, the short description and all the details that's required for an agent to work on is ready for them. And also it attached the image in the activity stream for the agent to refer and understand the details that's been provided for this incident. With that said, I'm going to the next agentic workflow. So we have really released Generate My Work Plan. So what this workflow does is, let's say for your fulfillers and agents, they have to spend good amount of time to plan their day, going through all their assigned tasks and incidents, and also trying to analyze which one to start first, how to prioritize, which one is an SLA one, and which one takes more time. Can I finish this in one hour time, or does it take like 3 hours? So lot of information for them to understand, to prioritize their work, right? Now, with our out of the box platform, agentic workflow, our AI agents will handle all those things for those agents and fulfillers with one prompt away. Plan my work. and activating this workflow, it will look into all the information that agents are working and provide a structured work plan for them. In this picture, if you see here, there's an incident and it categorizes what priority that incident belongs to. And then it also provides a start date, like when to start and when agent can complete and how much time it takes for completing the task, and also provides a reasoning why it decide this incident is critical and it takes 3 hours based on the historical and similar records. Likewise, it provides, let's say if the agent has 10 incidents assigned, it will go through all the 10 incidents and provide a detailed list for the agent. We'll see that in the demo, how the detailed list looks like. So to have this, to activate this agentic workflow, as I said before, you need Now Assist for platform, which is included with Now Assist for any BO products, ITSM, CSM, HR. But make sure once it is when you upgraded your Now Assist plugins, just check for the version of the Now Assist platform that you have. And then your users definitely need to have these roles: platform AI work planner, and the user, whoever using or invoking agentic workflows from their Now Assist panel, they don't need the Now Assist panel user role. And for this agentic workflow, there is no VA activation available because this is for the agents and the fulfillers. They have to activate this for NAP in the agentic workflow level. And if you look at the picture here, so we have 3 AI agents that we have used for this agentic workflow. The first one, it will go and estimate the effort AI agent. So what this AI agent does is it will go and look at all the previous tasks, all the assigns that's assigned to that agent, and then it provides an information with all the previous historical information. And based on that, it will look at the current AI agent task, and then it will prioritize the work, keeping in an order based on the urgency, priority, SLA, sentiment, and impact. And then it will plan the work, providing the detailed planner for the agent and with the executable plan and amount of time it takes for them to resolve. So I'm an agent. I started my day without doing anything. Like I just got into my service operational workspace. I see that I have 10 incidents assigned to me, and then there is one SLA incident. So before I get into anything, what I'll do is I'll just click on my Now Assist panel and type the prompt, plan my work. With that, our agentic workflow gets triggered on the background, and it will call the AI agents to perform the task to plan the work for the agent for me. Now, as you see here, our NAP does identify generate work plan, agentic workflow available, and it does trigger. And then it started giving me for every incident a score, like score 100 for incident 50. Let's verify why this incident got 100. So I have one SLA incident that is incident 50, so that's why that's in a high priority for me to work on it. Now I filtered on priority for all the other incidents here, so I have 4 critical incidents, 1 high and 2 moderate. If you see here, AI agents providing all the details for every incident and is giving a score and the reasoning for the score, and then at the end it does provide me a detailed description for each incident. Like if you see here, for the incidents 4, 5, 6, right? So it gave me the priority, and it also provided the estimated start date, completion date, total hours, and the reasoning. So don't worry about the information that's showing not available, because I am using a brand new instance, so I don't have a matching similar incidents for 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's why the data is not pulled. But if there is a data, it will definitely provide the detailed information and give the total amount of hours that it takes. So that's all the demo. Now I'm handing it over to Dexter for agent experience.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Cool. So before I talk a little bit about what's new in Zurich and for the products that I cover, let's open up with a quick poll. It's a low-code platform, right? But part of the product is you. Every builder, every process owner, every business analyst, you all contribute with your own unique requirements. So it can be really rewarding for us to build toward these personas. But at the same time, it can be challenging too, given the breadth of industries and organizations that we support. So empowering you all today to make honest, constructive, actionable feedback so that folks like Samyukta and myself, we can make sure that we're truly solving problems and not just tacking on features. Very cool. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started with what's new in Zurich. At the top right of these slides, we've noted which releases these features are in. But let's start off today with the Now Assist panel, and I'm going to talk a little bit about a new feature called the Dynamic Window, which has come in either Zurich patch 1 or Yokohama patch 6. So the Now Assist panel, or the NAP for short, this is one of the two important interfaces that unlocks our Gen AI capabilities, known as our Now Assist skills, because these are typically initiated either on the Now Assist panel or from a workspace for the most part. Not always the case, but usually so. Well, the Now Assist panel is a relatively new interface, and a lot is happening behind the scenes, both to add new features and to ensure that it's supporting existing products. So I'll give you a quick rundown of the NAP. In Yokohama, we introduced multi-turn Q&A. It's essentially back and forth answering, like if you're entering information for a catalog item and you're answering your questions before submitting that request. And we also implemented synthesized search with source citations, where the Now Assist panel would help you find an answer to a question, and it would show you the associated knowledge articles to prove where it got the answer. In Zurich, from an interface perspective, we've added the dynamic window, and what it does is it allows the interface to be resizable as well as floating, meaning you can move it across your screen however you'd like. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. The reason why this is important is because as we start initiating some of the agentic workflows that Samyukta talked about, it's important to give agents flexibility so that they can have information accessible to track an AI agent's progress without necessarily blocking their task at hand. So any service desk will be the first to tell you that there is a specific dollar value associated to an incident. So in this world, literally time is money. Okay. Now, on the back end, we're also making sure that the Now Assist panel can support other interfaces. So right now, the Now Assist panel is available to work in the ServiceNow Studio for scoped app development, meaning you can ask it questions and you can get started on a custom app. But in Zurich, it's going to be available in UI Builder as a way to help intelligently support front-end workspace development. Now, if you're a beginner workspace admin, you can ask it things like, NAP, what's a data resource? If you're more intermediate workspace admin, you can ask the NAP, can you add a button that when clicked, it will increment a new counter value? And it'll get that process started for you. Right? Great. Well, let me go ahead and show you guys a quick demo of the new dynamic window. I'm going to focus today only on the new interface, not within the UIB, because that can be a dedicated session within itself. If anybody's interested in that, please let me know in the chat. But for today, let me show you the new resizability. Okay. So I'm going to kick off the NAP. We're in the service operations workspace. We're looking at an incident ending in 506 about a SAP HR app not working too great. So I'm going to open up the analysis panel and I'm just going to say summarize this record. Once this gets started, I'm going to change the sizing and placement of it. Okay, so it's initiating the summarize a record skill and looks like it's given me an answer. So I'm going to now expand it, take a look more. Looks like, let me make this a little bigger. It's showing me the issue, some of the actions taken. So I'm able to take a look at this and that's great. But now if I want to leave that and I want to enter the free floating mode, where perhaps now I've gotten all the information, now it's time to start doing some action on this, I can refer it on my left side. And if I ever want to go in the additional comments, this is where, as an agent, I can continue delivering my work and fulfilling this incident while having the knowledge about the record right here at hand, flexible for me, however I need. Okay. I can even paste an image here if I want to take a screenshot into the activity log and additional comments. But yeah. Now that you've seen what's new, this is something that's been asked by a lot of customers, a lot of partners about that flexibility. And it's become even more important as we've shifted, expanding the NAP across different experiences. So if you ever meet with your personal customers, I know we all have certain expectations with products like ChatGPT and so, but I think it's important to note that what is different about us is we're solving enterprise use cases, not consumer ones. And we have enterprise data that can help us with some of these workflows. So the NAP, as you develop larger and more robust knowledge bases, you can really have my first point here on connected intelligence, as well as unifying those recommendations. So the agent knows what they're looking at. The NAP will tailor its recommendations, and it'll ultimately get better over time by having more and more information and data to provide to our agents. Great. Okay, well, I'm going to move on to the next. Let's see, there was a chat. Is the screen a blur to everybody else here?
No, I see
Okay.
the slide clearly.
Okay. Well, let me chat now about Sidebar. I'm going to switch gears to Sidebar Chat, which is our platform chat capability that facilitates agent-to-agent communication. So in Zurich, we released what we're calling threaded discussions here at the bottom right here. It's the ability to reply directly to a sidebar message, and then when without bombarding the overall chat with additional messages. Okay, so agents communicating with one another, pretty important, right? Because one agent might need another's help to resolve things, like an incident by including another perspective. While Sidebar does do this, we recognize, including in the poll, that a lot of organizations use other popular chat platforms like Teams or Slack. So Sidebar does natively integrate with those within the conversational interface, and this new threaded discussion will work with that integration as well. So let me show you guys a quick demo. And let me go to a new incident ending in 507. This time, let's say an Oracle application is down. So here, a sidebar chat is opened associated to this record where Bae Kim has done some root cause analysis where we can see, oh, let me just refresh this one more time. Perfect. Bae Kim's done some root cause analysis. You can see some of the checks that he's done. And here, there's been some back and forth until he posted that resolution plan. Here we see system admin has thanked Bae and a threaded discussion was opened. If I click into this, just for, adding those cordials without adding unnecessary messages to the overall chat. Okay. Now, history-wise, Sidebar has replaced what used to be called Connect Chat. This was due to the Next Experience UI introduced in San Diego. At this point, Sidebar is now beyond parity with Connect Chat, with features like standalone chats, where you can open up a brand new chat not associated to a record. If you just want to ask somebody, for a cup of coffee, just a quick meeting, for whatever chat. So this has been available since Yokohama. And overall, if you're not using Sidebar, the value add is it's a great way to bring down MTTR, mean time to resolution. Since ServiceNow connects to the knowledge base directly right here, we also have the ability to add quick actions right here where we can script certain actions, like if we wanted to auto-generate a new incident based on this chat. So I think the greatest value add here is if you guys are looking to be more careful about protecting your data, and you need some collaboration, you need to include the caller's PII, you might be better off using ServiceNow to kind of keep it all in one place versus a separate chat app where you're now potentially spilling some PII in another application, which may or may not be a regulated instance. I'll post the plugin for this in the chat just for those. Okay, great. Let me go back. And that will conclude it for Sidebar. Okay, So moving on, I'm going to show you guys some of our updates across workspaces from analysis skill perspective. And then I'm going to show you some other workspace updates that will potentially affect every single one of you here. I'm going to start off with the workspace email assist skill. So fun fact, some of the most popular analysis skills are resolution notes and email recommendations. For email recommendations in Zurich, we're introducing a new recipient management feature that's going to help auto add stakeholders to the recipients, the email recipient, aka the to line. You're going to see what I mean in a demo, but the gist here is we've been hearing complaints about how when customers use the email recommendation, it's typically because there's an abnormal situation and people are scrambling to add the right people to the communications. If you add the wrong recipients, that will lead to lost time. In large organizations, it's entirely possible to have multiple people with the same first and last name, as an example. So we thought about ways to help intelligently add stakeholders. So let me start off right here. I'll go back to our favorite incident ending in 507. In the middle, in the email pane, I want to quickly show you guys how we have templates right here, like need more information. I think perhaps a lot of you might know about this, but if you do and then maybe need, you can directly, where'd that go? You can directly get to that template. Let me refresh this really quick. Okay, not playing well, but it will add the template right there. I'll check my instance shortly after that. Perhaps this login doesn't have the proper role. But here, if we have, hi, Amelia, we would like to XYZ. Right here, if I do an at and add somebody like that, it'll auto add them to the to line. Okay. So we're hoping the value with this is that we're able to standardize communication at scale and really reduce manual errors with this more intelligent recipient management. Okay. Going to go back to the workspace records and see that we're a little short on time. I'll try to get through this quickly. These two features below here, unsafe field indicator and label wrapping, these are what I'm going to call quality of life features, where if you use a workspace day in and day out, you're going to love these updates. So for unsaved field indicators, if you go around and you make an update to a field like so, you're now going to see a visual circle indicator right here and right here, just to denote that there's been an update that's been unsaved. And then wrapping for form fields, you can set the exact pixel limit that a form container's breakpoint to be. So this is going to be helpful for mobile and tablet views to specify the information that you want to see. So while small quality of life updates, not materially different for the product, when we package up and we have 10 of these, it can be really game changing for the people that are using this, day in and day out, just by having more queues and able to view information easier. Okay. Now, the one thing I want to show you guys is the thing that I'm most excited to show you guys are workspace list enhancements. So here at ServiceNow, we tend to use a lot of lists. We also use workspaces as the primary interface for agents to review their assigned tasks and cases. Well, right now, we're rethinking how we do lists and workspaces. Long-term wise, our vision is to really reimagine this experience by allowing agents to prompt and manipulate a list, and even have the platform intelligently recommend suggestions like, these incidents seem related to a change request. Do you want to link them? Think rethinking this is kind of exciting because this new feature can literally impact every single ServiceNow customer. And so I'm pretty excited to show you the beginning of the new. Okay. So without further ado, let me go and show you kind of the before. And let me get rid of this sidebar chat. So traditionally, this was a workspace list. The filter was located right here on the right side. A little different from how it used to be in UI 16. If you ever want to go to a column, hit the three dots, this is how you could filter. Additionally, you could do it show matching filter out on a specific value. If you ever want to say, show me all P1 incidents, and then copying the URL to this list would be done as so. Now that was fine, but it was clear that our feedback from customers were there were things about the older UI 16 list that they liked. And it was also clear that as customers are becoming more mature and dealing with more records than before, we needed to make some enhancements to this. So let's look at the new list, okay? In the new list, you're going to see some major changes from the get-go. And let me make that a little bigger. The field operator value right here can now be manipulated straight from the column itself. Technically, this was available in Yokohama, but it's a quick visual just to show that this is the new list page. Now, if you want to build a new condition, for example, if you want to say caller is from a specific city, we could go caller here, and then we could click to the right and click city right here. This is an example of dot walking, which is how you access field values on related records. It's now a lot easier for someone picking this up for the first time because you kind of build it out from left to right a little bit more naturally versus how we used to do it in the UI 16. This right arrow as well at the top shows the breadcrumb at the top so you can kind of see the condition that you're building as you're doing it. Group bys right here, same as usual. We can group by the state. That can be done right here. But another really interesting thing is the new related list condition builder. So if I want to see, show me only requests that have an associated SC task, this is how I can start building that, which couldn't really be done very easily before, as easily. We have the ability to now edit a form directly with this pencil icon right here. They're all showing in read only, but I think you get the point of a quick little popover of us being able to modify that form just from the get-go right there. If you want to bulk edit, you can select multiple records and then you can do an assign to me right here. And then saving the best for last, which you saw a little bit of a screenshot for, if we switch it to now the gallery or card-based view. This is the thing that you're going to want to show to your brothers and sisters because this is what has been sought after by a lot of customers for a very long time. The bulk edit can still be done if I click out of these, or if I hold command, I got a MacBook and I want to add, oh, I think I might have clicked into, oh, there we go. You want to edit 6 of them, you can continue doing that. And yeah, those are about the most of the updates. Now, all jokes aside, you're seeing the result of a lot of months and months of work. We typically have user research studies where we get feedback into, what's working, what's not working. We'll validate with certain designs, and then we incorporate out our planning, which can be up to 3 releases ahead. So if you guys ever want to be part of the research studies, highly recommend. You can get behind the scenes, give some feedback, and hopefully you can be part of these efforts where we're really trying hard to transform the way people work for the better. Okay. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and check the chat and pass it back over to Sharon.
All right. And thank you. Excellent information today. I know we are going to be taking this time to go through the questions in chat and posting those answers. I'm also going to launch our 4th poll, so if you want to take a look at that. And then as I go through our wrap up, if there's any questions that you want to make sure get answered, by all means, feel free to interrupt and let us know. But other than that, for our wrap up, we have future sessions. So thank you all for joining us today. Our Thursday session is going to be covering the upgrade console as well as engine enhancements. So that's some nice information coming out for Zurich. And then next Tuesday, we have our machine identity console. And you've already found, in my opinion, one of the best academies, but there are other topics we do have focused academies for. We've got our Platform Analytics Academy, the AI Academy, and our Process Mining Academy as well. So if those are topics you are interested, make sure to look those up. Also, if you need additional information, feel free to look into our ServiceNow Impact training and certification on ServiceNow University, as well as our expert services for more information. And then the last announcement I always try to make sure we cover is signing up for feedback sessions. As Dexter mentioned, platform owners and admins, your feedback is essential to us creating great content and great features that actually meet your needs. We try and do our best research. We try and make sure that we're filling in for the problems that you need, but help participating in sessions like this help us truly know that we're answering the right issues. And with that said, I'm going to go ahead and ask for our panelists, were there any questions that you wanted to make sure we answered online? I am taking silence as golden, in which case, thank you, Samyukta, thank you, Dexter, for joining us today and going through that amazing information. Patty, Maria, and Vicky, thank you so much for joining to help with our questions. And for any questions we have not answered yet, in the next 2 or 3 weeks, we will be getting a blog post up and we'll get some of those answers out for you there as well. So don't think we've forgotten about you. Have a beautiful day and thank you all for joining us.